in the middle of nowhere, in the north part of Ethiopia. Like, look at this, they have got a space for the pedestrians, trash bins, and they are using lots of horse carriages, and their tuk-tuks are actually electric. Very good. Mashallah, well done. Thank you. How cool is that? Electric cars, lots of horse carriages, that saves energy, that saves cost for the people, of course, to do their businesses. But it is such a cool and organized town. That's wonderful. That this is not even the capital of this region. All right, there's a little shop here where we're gonna buy some fruits. Salam. I am so glad to see so many fruits. Salam, salam. So we will buy some bananas, maybe one pack. Is good. I can eat today. Today eat. Perfect. Watermelon. I want. Yes, but give me two. So one for you, one for me. Okay. For now? No. You take one to hotel, and I take one. Two watermelons. Yeah, big one. 2 pieces. And what else you have? You have mango?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look. Let me have a look to the mangoes. This is the avocados, and we have got the mangoes too. Okay, maybe 2 mangoes, 2 pieces. And watermelon, 2 pieces. Yes. Orange, no orange. Well, watermelon, big. Okay. Big. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fresh things almost impossible to find in the Afar region. And then, as I mentioned, you travel a few kilometers, maybe 1 hour, and then you come to this region and you have so many different options. It's Tigray, from Tigray. Okay, all right. Thank you. I will pay. Thank you. It's time to pay. All right, guys. I cannot believe that we are doing this adventure. Let's do this, guys. This is where we are going, guys. Most of the road so far for the last 11 minutes been stairs. So we will keep going. It is 20-minute update for you guys. This is the end of the stairs. And then right from here, we're gonna climb this way. But the views to the valley, it is looking amazing. 26 minutes update. We just climbed all the way from here. Quite a challenge. But we are continuing, guys. A little bit rest under this tree. Then from here on, we have to do barefoot. How do you say yalla? Like, let's go. Nochit. Let's go. Okay. This is where we climb, guys. You can see how almost 90 degrees. I think maybe 88 degrees climb up. And now we have this tree holding on to it. And the gentleman gonna go all the way up. So you said, guys, this gets easier from here. All right, we will see about that. I think our experience gonna be quite amazing up there because how much effort we put actually to get into this church. Oh, bravo! Thank you, guys. Let's continue. So it's been 38 minutes exactly so far. I think we will get there less than an hour. We are going, I think, in a good speed. Just to show you how it looks like here. Filming and doing this, probably not the best idea. Like this, up. I can be climber. It's good? Oh, okay. Thank you. He says that I'm one of the fastest I achieved here. So is this the top? Is this the church?
We have some meters up there.
Oh my God. Woo. All right, guys, let's do this. I will try to show you that area just in a bit. Let's go, guys. We have got another challenge. We have to make it all the way up. The gentlemen are leading the way for me. The fact that I have 5 more people with me, including me, 6 people, priest, guide, my driver, and we also got the help. So they're always me to take a good care of me. Very appreciated. So we have 10-meter corridor, which is only 1 meter wide. Trying to go. I think I will just lean to the wall like this. Oh my God. How many meters down?
It is more or less 350 meters.
And you don't want to fall there, guys. I think we are arriving to the church area. We have to be really careful where we are stepping. There's some grips here, so I can actually hold on. Whew. Oh my God. We have made it. Wow. We have made it under 51 minutes. So less than 1 hour.
Very great job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. As there is no internet in the whole country, you'll see that lots of people are hanging around, hanging in the cafes and just sitting on the street in front of the church, going for prayers. Nobody is basically like on their phone. No one is doom scrolling like the rest of us in the world. Like no one is on TikTok just scrolling around because there's just not internet and not fast enough to watch those type of stuff. So maximum we can do, send a message maybe in the internet cafes, or you can send maybe like email or so. That is the maximum internet speed here accessible in the whole country. Look at this. It is amazing. And one of the things you have to appreciate about the city, how clean are the roads and everything. All right, guys, it is gonna be time for an early dinner, and I got a recommendation for a nice restaurant. We're gonna check it out just in a bit. Look at this corner, guys. Little cafe. They're having a coffee and tea, enjoying the ambience of the city. And one of the things I learned today is that This building on the left side, it is actually opera house, and this is one of the first, if not the first, opera house in whole of Africa. They said that it's kind of functioning, but I'm not so sure if it does or not, if there's any events are happening. I really don't know, but from outside it looks like there's like a little cafe in front of it, and maybe the building itself is not really in function. I'm not really sure, but it's so beautiful from outside, and I'm sure it's been built during the Italian era. All right, there's a very nice restaurant. Hello, how are you? I come to eat. There's a very nice restaurant here. It's called Spaghetti House, and I want to check out, and especially they have got a space to sit outside. So Spaghetti and Pizza House, that's our location. Let's have a look if we can find a cool spot. Salam, salam. I can sit there on the corner. Thank you so much. All right, I think we're gonna find a corner seat right here somewhere with the views of the opera house. All right, I think. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. What is your recommendation? The best. I had lasagna today. Spaghetti?
You had lasagna in the morning?
Yes, I had in the afternoon.
So what about fish and steak? They are perfect.
Fish and steak?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. What about spaghetti with tuna or seafood?
We don't have seafood. We don't have tuna with spaghetti.
Okay. You have spaghetti with seafood?
We do have seafood.
Seafood.
Spaghetti or plain, which one do you prefer?
Ah, okay. I will have the spaghetti. Seafood, spaghetti. Perfect. And one mineral water, please. Thank you so much. A cold, please, with lemon. Thank you. And one of the things you notice here that people speak very, very good English. So they have got a few official languages, and I learned actually how to say thank you in their local language, and I actually have it written down. Yekenyele. Yekenyele means basically thank you in the local language, and their official language is called Tigrinya. Tigrinya is the official language, but they also use Arabic, they use also English. So Tigrinya, I think, is the language everyone basically learns as an official language, and then second language probably comes English, and then if you are Muslim, then those people would learn Arabic as their secondary or third language, basically, in order to be able to read the Quran, I guess. So that would be their reasoning. So three kind of like official languages: Tigrinya, Arabic, English, which is all being used in the country, which is so interesting. And thank you so much. Even though Eritrea is colonized by Italy for 51 years, even though they are not. Hi.
Is this for YouTube?
It is for YouTube, yes.
What's the channel?
Oh, I give you my card. Yes, thank you. Here's a card.
Okay.
Thank you. Where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden. Ah, very nice. There are lots of Eritreans in Sweden.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Nice to meet you guys. Is this a good restaurant?
Yeah.
Thank you. So there's a big diaspora. People from Eritrea lives in Sweden, Switzerland mainly, but then Germany, Italy, and some other European countries, North Americas. So they're all over the place, and that's understandable. First struggles with Italy, and then afterwards with Ethiopia, the war for 30 years, and then now the economical situation. Lots of people go back to different countries and make money, and then some of them come back as a vacation to their country. But also a big part of economy of Eritrea is actually coming from the money sent from diaspora people to Eritrea. That's how it's one of the biggest chunk of their economy as well. So lots of people who is living outside, like the young ladies, their family supports the families here in Eritrea. So what I wanted to say, even though the country being colonized by Italy for over 50 years, but you don't see that their language has changed. They didn't adapt Italian language like the other countries in West Africa, for example. Most of them speak French because they've been colonized by France. Thank you so much. Oh, very good. We have got a little bun here, and then little dip here too with the olive and the olive. I'm not sure what is at the top too, but that looks pretty cool. And this is one of the dubarwa, is the carbonated water. I think this is also made here in Asmara, Eritrea, as the country don't have so much production. So this is one of the Eritrean things you can eat or drink while you are being here in Asmara. All right, beautiful restaurant. Looking outside to the main road, looking to the opera house in front of us, which is absolutely beautiful. Nice weather. Sunset is gonna happen soon, so I'm very happy here, except the fact I cannot connect with my family friends easily. I can only send 1-2 email a day with the lots of struggle, VPN, internet connection. Like it is hard, but fortunately I'm gonna be only here a short time, so whenever I am already in Jeddah with the flight from Asmara to Jeddah, I will connect with family, friends, and do the things I usually do online, of course. Alright guys, I'm gonna enjoy the starter. appetizer, and then after I will show you our food. Our food is here. Oh, that looks great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Probably not the best idea to order spaghetti and have a white new shirt, but we're gonna still do it, guys. The food presentation looks actually pretty cool. Let me show you again. I'm not sure what kind of seafood we have got there. Probably some type of fish and some other things. We will figure that out very soon. So, because of the Italian influence, guys, that's why there are lots of great pizzerias and spaghetti places. I know that lots of countries in this region eat spaghetti some way, like Somalis and Djibouti, and Somaliland. I don't know who else to think about, but yeah, there are in every country there's a spaghetti culture, but they do things in a better level, like similar to Italian recipes. So it is gonna be great, and I already had a few times, like I had a lasagna, I had a pizza, now I have a spaghetti, and all of them being like amazing food. I mean, I eat in a very good restaurants too, maybe that's also the one reason, but they mastered it basically from Italians. It is very cooked, very well cooked. It's not overcooked, it's not undercooked, the spaghetti. And the seafood, whatever it is, with different herbs and sauce, it is fantastic. Very good, guys. So that's actually quite a big, very big portion, but I'm gonna enjoy it. Check out the views to the city, which is so peaceful and beautiful, guys. All right, we'll see you later. They have brought me also the menu for the desserts, but we're gonna skip on it. But still, you can see they have tiramisu, panna cotta, cream caramel, and also fruit salad. Thank you. And we have got our bill, which comes to 150 nakva, and that's exactly $10 US. So we had a seafood spaghetti, that was fantastic, and we had also the sparkling water. So two things, 150 for $10 US. So these are the nakvas. This is the 50. And I like that in Eritrean money there's pictures of the ladies in, I think, all the bills actually, and this is the other side of it. So this is the 50, but they have got also bigger bill, which is 100. So 100, their largest bill is around $7 basically. So 150, and then 50 we're gonna leave for a tip. Thank you so much, very kind, thank you. All right, we are off to explore the opera house. We will see if they have got something to drink and maybe some dessert, and maybe we check out the building if we get the chance. Currently it is sunset time. As you can see, the sun is setting in a distance, and the city also changes colors slightly, and it's still so quiet. As in the morning, in the evening, it's also so quiet and so peaceful here. And this is the opera house, guys. We're gonna check it out to see what they have got. Maybe they have got some sweets, maybe something to drink. It is so cool. You come here, there's a little fountain in the middle, and then you can take stairs from left or from the right. That looks amazing. I think the entrance is probably from the right, so we're gonna follow that direction. But you have got a little gardens here for the people to sit. Oh, there's even bigger space up there too. That's amazing. So they do juices, coffee, breakfast, and they also have a Wi-Fi. That's so cool. Let's have a look. It's such a nice columns, and I'm not sure if there's a chance to go inside, but this is the Wi-Fi station. You can actually purchase a Wi-Fi here. Let me see what is inside. We have got the Eritrean flag right here, and it's the inside of the opera. Hello.
Hello.
Salam. How are you? Thank you so much. Oh, those looks amazing. You have desserts.
Yeah.
Dessert, sweet.
What sweet?
Sweet dessert, chocolate,
Yes,
cake.
yes,
Yeah, you have.
yeah.
Can I see the opera house?
Now it's closed. Inside closed.
Is it dark?
Yeah, closed.
Super dark. It's closed. Okay. So you are only using this area like a cafe.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem.
Very nice.
See.
Thank you so much. Oh, we have got the macchiatos and then some juices. That looks amazing. All right, I think we're gonna sit outside. Do we order here? Order here? Okay. Oh, those are the cakes they have got. Salam. Hi guys. I want to. Nice to meet you too. Cakes. Which ones is the best? Yeah. Best. Tiramisu. Tiramisu is best. Okay. One macchiato and one tiramisu. Thank you so much. I sit outside. Okay. Thank you. This probably used to be the reception area of the opera. So you would get your tickets probably here, and you would probably leave your coat or your jacket here, and then you would go inside behind these curtains. That's incredible. They have got the second floor too, and they have all these old pictures of the opera house too. It is wonderful. All right, let's find a seat. Thank you.
Welcome.
You can sit there.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm gonna sit right here with the views to the sunset in front of us and the Eritrean flag behind us. Eritrean flag has actually three colors, main colors. The green one shows the livestock and also agriculture of the country. The red one shows the struggle they had to go through for 30 years, so all the bloodshed for the for the independence. And the blue one stands for the Red Sea, because they have access to the ocean, to the sea, so that's what it represents. Quite a beautiful and meaningful flag, definitely. All right, how cool is that, sitting in a first opera house in whole of Africa? That's pretty impressive to think about. All right, guys, we have got our dessert and the macchiato. That looks actually super cool. I already had a few macchiatos here, and I think this is the go-to coffee here when you are here in Eritrea. We have got also our cool-looking tiramisu. It looks very soft and spongy, so we're gonna try that out later. And I was looking at the Google Maps. Actually, I just downloaded the Google Maps, like the offline version, as I don't have internet connection here, so but that helps to find the locations and check out places, find your way. And it says Teatro Asmara, and I am now not sure if this is theater or it is opera house. They call it opera house, but on Google it says Teatro Asmara, so I'm not sure which one is it. So I don't have a Google, I don't have ChatGPT, so I cannot really ask unless I ask people here. I ask, they say opera house, but on Google it says Teatro Asmara, and teatro means theater, not the opera house. So if you know the answer, let me know in the comments, guys. Let us try this. Oh, it looks like full of coffee flavor, and it is very watery but also very spongy. So let's try it out. It's actually so good. It is very delicious. Very strong coffee taste. It is amazing. And of course, our macchiato. Let's try this out too, guys. So good. It's not too strong. Other ones I tried before, it was too strong, but this one is okay. Alright, guys, I'm gonna enjoy my dessert and check out the views to the sunset. It is incredible just to sit right here, the first opera house in Africa, and having randomly just a coffee and tiramisu, enjoying the sunset. I'm very blessed. Alright, there's a 50, you can keep the rest. Can I keep this? 31? 31. There's a 50. The rest is for you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, guys, our coffee and the dessert costed us only 31. That's only $2. I think it's a wonderful price considering where we are sitting and the views, and also the quality of the drink, and the dessert was wonderful. Alright, we'll be out just in a bit, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Eritrea. This is one of the interesting countries here in African continent, and this is my country number 82. And right now I'm in the capital city, which is called Asmara, and I have a few days here to explore. This country is very, very special in many ways. One of the things special about this country is that there is no internet connection or whatsoever. It is really hard to connect with family, friends, watch anything, download anything. It's almost impossible task here in Eritrea. Second interesting thing about the country is that the leader of the country has been in power over 33 years right now, since the independence of the country. And also, another fact about the country is that this is one of the most isolated country in the world. And I want to share more about the history of this country. I want to share about the brutal war Eritrea has seen for many years, many decades. And what we are seeing right here is actually called Graveyard of the Tanks. It is interesting place. This is one of the places that been most photographed in whole of Eritrea. And as you can imagine, right now it is more like a tourist attraction for the people to arrive and look and also remember the brutal war they had to go through to achieve their independence in 1993. So the war lasted exactly 30 years from 1961 until 1991 and 1993, the same year as I was born, this country became independent. All this junk you see here, those are the weapons and cars and artillery, everything collected here from Ethiopian side. So Eritrea was in war with Ethiopia during all these 30 years, and Ethiopian side actually was much more stronger. And in the beginning of the war, actually Americans were helping Ethiopians fighting against Eritrea. And later on, Soviet Union got involved, and they were supporting Ethiopia with the weapons, with the tanks, and with the ideas and support, advisory to win the war. But Eritrean side almost has got no support or whatsoever, which made them the weak side. But in reality, as a result, Eritrea actually won the war after 30 years. So Eritrean side was actually super weak, and they didn't have any international support or whatsoever. But the Ethiopian side were getting support from Americans first, and then afterwards Russians, the Soviet Union that time. So everything you see here, most of them are Russian equipment. So that's like all the tanks, all the cars you see, all these big military cars you see, they're all Russian equipment that have been supported to Ethiopia to win the war. But as a result, they are here as a junk right now, laying around in this big, huge area. So it is pretty interesting to come close to see all these vehicles and cars and the tanks, as you can see. And when you look them from the outside, you can easily recognize that they are actually Soviet tanks. So here we will find American tanks, also Soviet tanks as well. There are lots of dogs here too. I hope they are friendly. I hope we don't have any trouble with them, but they seem like living here in the shade of all these cars. This is actually the brand called Gazelle. This is one of the cars Russian invented during the war. The Gazelle is the name of the animal. It's like so light, and then it just jumps around and goes so fast. That's where's the name come from for these cars. It's called Gazelle. And because these cars were actually used during the war to get from place to place, and especially as an ambulance. Imagine the war conditions, no roads, so those cars were everything they needed. So that's one of the cars that's still getting used actually in most of the post-Soviet countries, and including Russia as well. It is very interesting to be here, to be honest. It is a massive area. You can go left and right. I think we're gonna find some American tanks later on our trip. So, but I have to also give you a little bit backstory about the history of the country. So Eritrea was actually colonized by Italians for exactly 51 years, from the year 1860 until 1941, before the World War started, the Second World War started. Wow, this is crazy. I'm not sure if this is possible to open any of these doors from outside. I guess impossible, as it's a military vehicle. It wouldn't be easy just to open it, but I'm sure we can definitely climb up to see the inside from this side. There's not much left here, as you can imagine. It is just a junk. Oh wow, when you come up you can actually see that there's an extension goes further. It is insane. So 1941, until 1941, Italians were colonized this country. That's why if you watched my other videos, you see how much Italian influence they have in this country, especially from the food perspective. You can find pizza, pasta, cappuccinos, and croissant, and some other things that Italians love to eat. So this is one of the good sides about the colonization, but also there are lots of beautiful architecture left behind in the city in Asmara. So what I wanted to say, first, Italians colonized the country until 1941, and in 1945, I believe, since Italy lost the Second World War, then British took the control of these areas. So it was under British for a while. And then also United Nations actually gave Eritrea autonomy inside Ethiopia. But then Eritreans didn't feel like there's enough freedom, and they wanted their own freedom. And then since then, 1961, that's when the war started. And Eritrea just was fighting for their freedom for 30 years with Ethiopia. And as a result, they're an independent country as we know them, and as I am able to come to these lands. Look at this. This is crazy. Like, this is so crazy. Of course, it is dangerous as it's like a rusty metal. We should be super careful, but at least we can appreciate it from a distance. And I will be also brave enough to climb some of these places just in a bit. I think we can start right from here. Oh, you can look at the inside. There's nothing left, of course. I think there's some materials that could be used actually taken away and sold, but I'm not sure what you can actually take away from the vehicles like this ones. It is crazy. So now we are right on the top of it. It is insane, really, really insane to think about. And also there's also one idea which I heard about. So this is not necessarily Eritreans who collected all these ruined vehicles here, but actually it's possibility that Ethiopian side did that, because during the war they were kind of losing, and what they had to do, collect all these ruined vehicles and army vehicles, collected in the one place just to keep the mood of the war going, and not to lose the mood, basically. So that's I think the moral. I think that's the word I was looking for. So instead of the people not to lose their morals about the war, so they collected all this here, and then after the war, Eritreans collected all the trash around their own country and then left it and dumped right here. So that might be one of the realities. So not necessarily Eritreans did this, but initially Ethiopians tried to collect all their ruined weapons, not to lose the mood of the war. It is insane, really, really insane to be here. Like, and some of them are just put on top of each other, so like they're really high. So we're gonna look for real things, like the ones that we can actually climb inside. Look at this, this is insane. I don't know how to describe it. It is absolutely crazy just to be here, standing on. And there are lots of little glasses. I have no idea what are those. So if you know, guys, let me know. Okay, let me get down, guys. I will show you the glasses, and then we're gonna walk around a little bit more. Those are the little glass bottles here. I would assume they were used for some chemicals or maybe some medication. There are like so many of them, and inside some of these containers you can also find even more of those stuff. So this is a reminder of the brutal war of Eritrea, and to be exact, the war was called now the Independence War for Eritrea, because that's the way how they actually achieved independence after 30 years of struggle and fighting much stronger armies during that 30 years. And fun fact, there are actually this cactus fruits here. Those are the things actually you can eat, and when you're walking around in Asmara, there are actually lots of people actually selling those things. So it is pretty cool to see them growing in the real life. So if you haven't seen cactus fruit, now you know, guys, how it grows. So what I was trying to describe, guys, so Eritrea had to have much harder time. So it was 1 to 10, which means if one person was from Eritrea side, there was 10 people from the Ethiopian side. So it was very unbalanced war, and Ethiopian side, as I mentioned, they were getting so much support from the international level, US and Soviets, and also Eritreans had to change their tactics. They were using guerrilla tactics because they were much weaker side, but in reality at the end they are the ones actually won the war. So they had to do guerrilla tactics, which means attacking and then running away, attacking, running away. That's one of the ways how they actually weakened the Ethiopian side of the army. And you might be also thinking like why this war was so necessary. From Eritrean side, it is obvious they wanted their freedom. And what about Ethiopian side? What was their motivation to do or run that war so long? Eritrean and Ethiopian people are actually very similar people. They are the same people, and some people might disagree with me, but you guys are the same people, just separated by the borders. You have very similar language, you have very similar cultures. So from the Ethiopian side, it was all about keeping the Eritrea as part of province of the Ethiopia and not let it go. And one of the biggest motivations might be for the whole 30 years war was the access to the sea. Right now, Ethiopia is very fast growing country economically, and it is one of my favorite places to go to. But what they are lacking in general is the access to the sea, and that makes the economy slow down so much. Eritrea has got the access right now to the Red Sea. So imagine if Eritrea was part of Ethiopia, Ethiopia could get direct access to the Red Sea, and that way they can they can run their economy much better. They have access to the international waters, and trade deals could be so much better. So Ethiopia could be in so much better state. So based on how much I traveled in the region, I think their biggest motivation was the access to the lands. Also, Eritrea is actually very rich with the gold, silver, and other precious materials. But I think the most important thing was access to the Red Sea. And right now, they have very bad relationship, which means they're always on the edge of collapse. They're always on the edge of chance getting into war again, because they have a bad relationship. That means Ethiopia is actually cut out from the Red Sea. So they have no business deals. They don't have any transactions between those countries. And now Ethiopia is actually very dependent on Djibouti. Djibouti is next country, Ethiopia, which tries to have a good communication and good relationships to run their businesses and have the access directly to the Red Sea. So there's the explanation for you guys why this war was so important from both sides. One, independence. Second, keeping the land, and also access to the sea. It is crazy place, guys. It is absolutely insane just to be here and wander around. There is no entrance fee or anything. This place is actually free of charge, but I had to have a guide, and my guide had to get a permission for me. So he's the one actually drove me to here, and I got the chance to visit. Wow, look at this. This is absolutely insane. They filled it up with other things, but I mean, these materials are still can be used. I mean, at the end, it's iron. It can be melted. It can be used again. The same with the car parts. Like, they can be melted and used again, but for some reason, they are just left out here as they are, which is pretty crazy. I really wanted to get inside one of those, and I think we are inside the Russian tank right now. Look how small is the space here. It is insane. Imagine being a soldier here, trapped under the sun and fighting enemies and close to die any second. It is insane. Like, those are the things, when you rotate, there still kind of works, but they are very rusty, of course. It goes down and up. I think this one also. All right, like these things, you have to rotate and then it turns right and left. It is absolutely insane, guys, to be here. And I think when you actually pay close attention, you can see that there are Russian text. Let me get a little bit closer. It says instrukция, which means instructions. And it says what to do step by step. And those are the windows they used to look from. And this is the entrance. That's where they would enter to the vehicle. And then the wheel is here on the left side. And you can actually see that there are some English text. It says, let me see if I can get closer without cutting any parts of me. It says, always use oil coolers and heat exchangers at ambient temperatures above 20 degree. There's a caution operation of winch, but when you pay close attention, you can see that there's a Russian text. Выключить, and выключить, like turn on, turn off, still working. And then those are the pipes. It's all in English, but also Russian. It is insane, absolutely insane. Like the fact that we get the chance to enter inside this time, 2026, but also it is insane to think about being a soldier and just going for your death inside metal junk that can kill you anytime. If you cannot kill, you get killed. It is the reality of the war, which is brutal and very sad for sure. All right, guys. Time to get out. It is so hot here, and I've been here only 2 minutes. It is insane.